What up, pimps? Numpty pootis 812 again, and today I'm just going to be doing another restoration thing. It's really a simple one. It's not really like any custom, not going to add any tail light details stuff, just like clean this up. It's a Citroen 15CV by Matchbox, dated 1983, and we're just going to be repainting this in a kind of a different type of colour. Well, same colour. So I've already drilled off everything drops off. I'll take the silver bits over here to repaint. And the glass, I'll probably clean that up, but I'll put it in a little box. Along with the interior piece. The wheels go along with the silver bits as well. And we'll take the casting and we'll paint strip it with this, if you can see on the side next to that dirty glass, that's the paint stripper there. It's not really good. I thought it was like the original gel stuff that I was using, but like it's really gloopy, disgusting. Like it just looks like manky mayonnaise, pretty much. It's usually for homes, but here I'm using it for paint stripping cars. It does do a good job, but it's a mess, and sometimes it will work cleanly, and sometimes it'll just be a gloopy old, disgusting mess. This casting was very difficult to clean because I had to go underneath the wheel arches, and as you could see, the front ones, and you could see there, well, not wheel arches, but front wheel fenders, and you could see it's kind of like a dip bit, and that'll be difficult to get in there and then scrape it off with the toothbrush later. But yeah, I'm just painting on with the manky old brush. It used to be clean, but now it's just got all that paint stripper in there, and that's just gone all dirty. I hope to use up all that paint stripper so I can get the gel stuff again, because this is absolutely, you can see it's an absolute right old mess. And it says it clears, it says it like removes several layers of paint, but I've tried it many times and you have to like dunk the whole bucket on it just to get it to removed. That wasn't even a sentence, but you know what I mean. It takes forever. It doesn't even do it instantly. It just takes its time. So yeah, just still paint on because I'm getting annoyed that it's not doing its job properly, pretty much. Some of it is coming off, like little flakes of it are coming off, but that's pretty much it. Put the lid back on and let it to just do whatever. That was clearly not enough, as you saw there, apparently. So as you can see, I put some more, and then I go to the sink with the jar. This big old, like, I think it's like a big soup jar or some little tin from my mum works at the school that I used to go to, pretty much, you know, and she was collecting some cans for me because I had an art project, and I thought this big old can would be useful to catch all the paint stripper and I could chuck it outside. But yeah, that interior is completely glooped with paint stripper, and I'm sorry this camera glitches all the time. All these glitches, I'm so sorry that they happen. I don't know why. I always have a trouble when filming and doing audio with this phone. But yeah, I already know the files are going to be corrupted after this video, but this was just a random car to do because I don't really like it. It's just a random thing I wanted to do because quarantine, outbreak, and blah blah blah. Everyone knows. So I'm just going over it with the toothbrush, and then I forget which way to stop the tap. You can see all that paint just floating around in the jar. Yeah, not jar. Tin. Go outside. I'll show you what I do with it. I just bugger off outside and then just dump it there. Splash it everywhere. There's another thing that... Oh, if you saw there, just at a few seconds, near that table, when just before the camera glitched, there was a dead mouse there when I was like, when I went to go back, I practically nearly shit myself because there was a dead mouse and I chucked it over the fence, but now that's nothing, there's nothing to worry about. Here we go with the wire brushes because I don't have a rotary tool. I just go over with the silver one, and then I'll go over with the brass one to pretty much buff out the paint. All that rust dust stuff is on the table. I was going to use that for another model because that came from the wire wool that has all that soap in it, that pink stuff in the background you could see. It gets all rusty, so I picked it all out and I was going to put on my VW that I was making. but I never really did it, so I'm still going over with the wire brush. They're already aging after getting them last year, practically around the Christmas fair. They're already starting to bend and split and stuff, but oh well, I could probably get some new ones. So I'm still going over the casting with it. I don't usually do the interiors because it will always be really difficult to do. So there's the pad, and then I go over that with the, well, pretty much wash it. The soap doesn't need to be there. I just do it under the tap, so I can get all the soap out for some reason, and then I could just brush it. But at this point, I need to get like proper wire wool, and not all this soapy nonsense. That was the closest I could find in Poundland or something. I can't find anything anywhere else except... Nah, never mind. So yeah, just going over it just to find it out, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not really, like, experienced with making die-cast cars. I'm just, like, new. So, yeah. It's a bit boring, to be honest. Nothing interested, just going over it. This takes a while. I don't know why I filmed so long. I think I was going to time-lapse this, but oh, it's too late now. Yeah, you can just skip along. And then I forgot to use the tap again, because I'm a right old plonker. And now we come to painting, pretty much. I couldn't find anywhere that I could stand the camera and paint, but there I'm going with my dyeing primer bottle. Not bottle, can. I barely even covered the casting with the dyeing can. So, I decided I'll get my newer one I have, and then I'll go over it again in the next bit. You'll see there's probably a jump cut somewhere. There we go. I've got my new can. Oh, bloody hell, that's a blast. They're not really like proper modelling professional spray cans. They're just like, oh, outdoor furniture type of stuff. So they're not really professional, and I will hopefully get to that at some point. But if I need to buy spray cans for like professional colour, I'll probably just go and buy that colour in a spray can. So there it is. It was drying, and now next day I'm going with it with a matte black. This was like yesterday, I think. I missed over. I didn't even put it. I didn't even show it on camera, but you see what you guessed what happens pretty much. Just I'm sorry, I didn't even realise I didn't even get it on camera, but that well, not spray on the camera, but showing you on camera, but you know. I just had to be like a bit more but there you go, there you can see it's all painted. And then next day today I put it all together, and here's the finished result. Not really much, but yeah, I didn't really get the cake turntable out again that I used for the first part of this video, because I couldn't be bothered. And there it practically is, just all painted, and I guess whoever has it next can paint in the details, or just have it as a thing on a shelf. I don't know. Do whatever you want with it, I guess. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for...
You failed!